Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Empire Let's Plays series. Since last episode, only a couple of days have passed. I'm coming up on a camping trip, and so I'm trying to get ahead of this so I can have a video ready for you all to go. So I haven't probably read all of your comments from the last video and that kind of thing, so if I'm doing things and you're like, Todd, what the heck are you doing? It's probably because I haven't read all of the comments and all that yet. Wanted to show you something. So last episode we found some diamonds here, our very first diamonds in the wild. And then I went in this direction and I found some diamonds. I didn't find any diamonds in this direction, but in this direction I did. And so before we mine any of these, I'd really like to get looting on a pick, so that we can get the most diamonds we possibly can. And so I think the next thing I want to do is really focus on getting the village done. That way we'll have librarians we can trade with, and we can also make like enchantment tables, things like that, and get the most out of these diamonds. Speaking of comments, a lot of you have been asking me why I don't rebuild this village here. I had torn it down so that we could repurpose some of the materials, and so we could get, an iron farm going, that kind of thing. And I've gotten several comments that have suggested I build this village back up. Now, there's a couple of actual reasons. One of them is the iron farm. The iron farm depends on villagers not being in proximity of each other. If villagers get too close to the iron farm, it'll kind of mess things up. And also, if villagers spawn their own iron golem, that will mess up the iron farm. So there's that. Now, one way I could remedy that is if I took this and I built it higher up in the sky, and that way if there were villagers down here, they would be far enough away they wouldn't impact the iron farm. Now, another thought is we found 3 villages in the plains biomes, and they're all going to have the same trades because of the experimental villager rebalance that we're doing. So, I don't really need another villager, plains villager sort of thing. The desert village we found, that's very exciting. Having a savanna village, that's pretty exciting. But I really kind of want to spread out and find more types of villages so that we can get more types of enchantments. Just to remind you all, we have in this world turned on the experimental feature that is called Villager Trade Rebalances. And what that means is every type of village will have different trades, specifically with the librarian. So the librarian in a plains biome will always trade a certain type of book, and the librarian in a savanna biome will trade a certain type of book. And so we want to find villages in every kind of biome. So we want to find a desert village, and we want to find a snowy village, and we want to find a taiga village. And there are some villages, like a jungle village or a swamp village, that don't generate naturally. And so we're going to have to get some villagers over there and create our own villages so that we can get those trades. So that's kind of where my brain's been as far as why don't I rebuild that village? Maybe we will eventually, but it's not a top priority for me right now, just so y'all know. Not that I hate the villagers or anything like that. It's just we've got access to a couple of other plains villagers, and so yeah, let's find some different types of villages first, and then we'll worry about that. I have noticed that these guys seem to drop a piece of scute almost as frequently as chickens drop eggs, it seems like. Like, I found a bunch of them the last time I was walking around. Don't see one from that guy. Yeah, there's one. They're sometimes hard to spot. But yeah, just a little piece of scute that the armadillo drops. Up on top of this hill, there's a lot of armadillos that have been hanging out here for some reason. And sometimes yeah, you can find that they've all like dropped a piece of scute. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, here's one. With the other pieces of scute that I've found, See how many I've got. I run over here. Let's see, where did I put them? In here? Yeah, so I've got 7 already plus 2. That's 9. I could probably make some wolf armor with that. That's pretty cool. Okay, last episode, we built this here, which is going to be our toolsmith's house. And then we built this building over here that's going to be our armorer. And I think today I just want to continue kind of working our way back. So there's 2 buildings over here, and there's 2 buildings here. This one on the corner that's closest to the water, I think that's going to be our fisherman. Not sure about these other ones yet, but let's get to work on those and see what we can come up with. Time for a progress report. Things are definitely growing up around here, and I want to kind of give you a real quick tour. So we had this building on the corner here where the armorer is going to live, and then we built this building next to it that utilized some acacia, got some of the copper in there, and I think that looks real good. Got a kind of interesting space here with a stone accent, and here the building touches. This is actually the wall of the building next door, and so I didn't put any wall here so that we could have this kind of interesting architectural element, and I think it looks really cool. Next door, we've got a much taller building. I wanted things to kind of slope upwards as we head towards the back of the city to give it a little bit more scale, and we utilized a lot of birch, a little bit of spruce on top, think I might stick one more stair or something in there because that just looks a little bit too sharp. We did some more of the acacia, and on the front side, it looks real good. Got these architectural elements, little buttons and things, and inside we have a nice big space here, and it looks very cool. Across the road, there'll be another building here, and then this will be our base that will go into the doorway right there. And then across the way, have this nice building here. Again, that kind of tattered, weathered look with a little bit of an awning here. This is ultimately going to be where the fishermen live. And because we've got our villagers in here, I didn't quite complete this space yet. But you can see this is where the wall will be, and it'll cut just straight across like that. Did a little bit of a porch or a dock on the back, made a lantern, give it some proper light, and a fence so the villagers don't accidentally hop off the edge here. We get a really nice view of our lower dock and part of the village over there, and I think it looks really, really great. I want to switch gears for a moment here and think a little bit about the road out of town. So there'll be a path that comes around like this, and then we will exit here, and somewhere we're going to have a road here. Up on the top of the hill, we have that pillar to sort of indicate where the road should go. So when we walk out of here, it will head this direction. We might remove or relocate this tree here. And man, part of me just really wants to go through this mountain. Let's see, what level are we at here? This is level 72. If I run over the top of the mountain, we should head in this direction. Let's see, where are we at right now? We are at 89. Yikes. 72. That's really, really deep underground. So maybe we can't do that because, yeah, we would still be tunneling at this point if we went all the way down to level 72. See, right here, this is level 88. And we could potentially build like a little bit of a highway or a bridge over to that one. Level 88. Man, that's like right here. That is not very, very low. Well, I guess we are not tunneling through. I guess we are going to go up and over. Well, I think what we might do is kind of go up in little stages. So we'll kind of go up 6 blocks, go flat for a little bit, go up 6 blocks, go flat for a little bit, go up another 6 blocks. And that should get us close to that. All right, this guy's got to go. Okay, I did a little bit of finagling here, and I think we'll pretty much be able to kind of follow the contour of this hill. We'll definitely need to do a bit of terraforming, but it's not too terrible. It'll be steep in some places, not in others, that kind of thing. And then we can take the path along here. There's this weird little crater on top of the hill, and I don't know if we just will go across or if we'll fill this in. And then when we get to the other side of this hill, I think I want to build like a little highway or, you know, a low bridge. Just kind of go from here to there, just straight across with like a supported bridge. And then we'll have us a reliable path between the mine and our savannah village. Before we can start building the path, we're going to need to get over to the trial chamber and do a bunch of mining to get the tough bricks. But before we head back to the mine, I think I want, there they are, make some wolf armor. Let's see, I think it's just sort of armor shape. Yep, there it is. Cool. Well, let's see how it fits here. Neato. Cool. Okay, let's head back to the mine and start working on gathering some materials. Nope, we are full. I have to do something about that. Okay, new chest. Grab iron. Bundle it up. 2.5 stacks. That's pretty awesome. Let's run down to the trial chamber and see what a mining operation might look like down here. Okay. So there's a couple of stripes of copper, but most of it is tough bricks. Right here we've got the husk and the slime, and I think we might maybe get rid of this husk spawner, and then potentially we could turn that into a little mini slime farm. That'd be kind of fun. Wow, that took a very long time. Okay, so at some point we could come over here, clear out some area, a little grinder and all that, and then we could make ourselves a cool little slime farm. I think that'd be pretty worthwhile. So when you get down lower into some of these spots, there's a lot more copper. Up at the top, there was just those couple of stripes, but down at the bottom, there's sort of like a foundation of copper. It's kind of interesting. The whole top of this thing is smooth tuff. And then there's going to be like a layer of the chiseled tuff. So we'll get like a whole lot of a certain type of brick every time we go around, which will be pretty interesting. Forgot about these as well. These might be cool to utilize in some of our village builds. And at some point we'll have to come over here and do a couple of ominous trials. Well, just that little area there, I ran through my pick and pretty much filled up my inventory. So there are a tremendous amount of resources in here. I'm curious if this can get us all the materials we need for our roads. It'll be interesting to see. Between episodes, I'm going to be camping, so I'm actually not going to get much done. When I get back, we will get more work done on the Savannah Village, get to work on our road, and all kinds of other fun things. It's going to be great. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, click join down below. It costs 99 cents and it really helps me out. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.